Good morning and welcome back to Incompetence Rising. I'm your host Alex and we're getting right back into some Fallout 3. I got my buddy Fox here and we're at the entrance to Vault 101 where we're gonna go kill a dictator. Let's get straight into it. Oh. Jim Wilkins. Do I know you? I probably don't. I'm stealing your clothes. Jeez. I haven't been gone that long. How do you already have charred skeletons? Steve Armstrong. I feel like I don't know you at all. Maybe I do. I don't know. Alright. Let's go. Hello?
Stop right there. I don't know how you got in here, but... Hold on. Wait a minute. It's you! I hardly recognized you with all the dust and grime from out there. Guess that explains how you got that door open. You've got more experience with it than most everyone down here combined.
Good to see you, Officer Gomez. Okay. I need to talk to Amada. I got her message.
Amada's message? I don't know what you're talking about, but I'd keep that under your hat for her sake. She could get in real trouble if people found out she sent you a message. So could I, just for talking with you now.
Well, I had a hunch she was in trouble.
Maybe. She isn't the only one, that's for sure. Ever since last night, it's been madness down here. Nothing but trouble.
Okay, tell me about it.
Let me bring you up to speed.
Yes,
It
please.
seems like it's been a mighty long time. The night you and your dad left, everything went crazy. Between the bugs and the confusion, we lost a lot of people. When your dad opened up that gate, he let loose a whole lot of crap, if you'll pardon my language.
I will not. Well, Daddy would certainly be horrified if he was still alive to be horrified.
I'm sorry to hear that. Regardless of how things turned out down here, he was a good friend. I always figured he'd do well outside. Matter of fact, a lot of folks started thinking he had the right idea. He usually did. So, if it was safe out there, why stay down here forever? Well, the Overseer didn't like that one bit, and started cracking down on that sort of thought. Guess he didn't plan on you coming back.
Nope. So what now?
I probably ought to put you under arrest and take you into the Overseer, but frankly, I know better than to try that. Meanwhile, some of your old friends think opening the vault is a good idea. I bet those rebels would like a word with you, now more than ever.
You're darn right.
Of course, if you want, you can just walk away as if you were never here. Out of respect for your dad, I won't even tell anyone I saw you.
Okay. Can you lead me somewhere?
I guess you've had a lot on your mind since you were here last. Where do you want to go?
I need to see Amada.
Okay, follow me.
Let's see. Boy, I sure do love walking slowly. Maybe... Oh wait, let's change my quest.
Uh-oh. Wait here. This doesn't look good.
You know I can't do that, Freddy. Now get back down below before I have to do something we'll both regret.
What? You're gonna lock me up like you did to Broch? You can't cage a tunnel snake, man, because we rule!
Stay back!
You don't belong here anymore. Taylor, stop shooting, damn it!
Don't you know enough to stay away?
Nope. You almost shot at Freddy.
I didn't mean to fire. I really didn't. I just wanted to scare him off. But he had a knife. I can't be too careful with those rebels.
Alright. Talk to me about the rebels.
I tell you, I'm scared of them. I never know when they're gonna try something dangerous.
Okay, what happened down here?
I lost my poor wife Agnes is what happened. And all the chaos and fighting, her old ticker just couldn't take it anymore.
I gotta go.
Yes, you do. Don't you know enough to stay away?
I guess you can see how bad things are down here. Sorry, where were we going?
Could you escort me to Amata?
As chance would have it, she was one of the first people to talk about life outside the vault after you left. No surprise. She always did like you.
Because of my big
I
old
hope you can
weenie.
talk some sense into her. Or maybe the two of you can come up with some other plan. Just be careful about it.
No promises. I don't think I've ever been careful.
Watch it, will you?
I am. You're leading me. What the hell? Well, this is going to take forever. I never should have asked you to take me anywhere.
Go ahead and start something.
Amata's up there.
I dare you.
In the clinic with the rest of them. Amata's up there. In the clinic with the rest of them.
Thanks.
I'd take you closer, but they don't get along with security.
That's fair.
Good luck.
Damn. Look who's come waltzing back into the vault.
With power armor.
It takes some real balls coming back here after everything you and your dad screwed up.
Everything.
But if you've got to be back, might as well make yourself useful. You gotta help us.
Deal. Alright, what kind of help?
What sort of help do you think I mean? You must have heard about the changes since you left, right? The deaths, the lies, the whole overseer lockdown thing? Ringing any bells? Man, they'd have rushed in here long ago if they didn't know I stole one of their guns from when they issued martial law. Anyway, you gotta help us get out of here. You gotta help me get out of here.
Alright. I'm gonna try and help everyone.
Man, screw the entire vault. What about me?
What about you?
Even these rebels just want the option to go outside for lousy trading and stuff. I just want to get the hell out of here for good. Why stay here and be stuck as a barber for my entire life when I could go out there and make my own choices?
Alright. Why should I help you?
Because you've always been a goody two-shoes. So when I need help, it's what you're gonna do, right? You're gonna help Amata anyway, right? Just make it so we can leave the vault, and I'll leave and never bother you again.
Okay, what happened that night?
I heard old Stanley complaining a lot of the stuff down in the reactor got fried pretty bad. Nothing too bad, yet. But he's always worrying we'll lose air filtration or whatever. Of course, if that happened, guess we'd all have to leave the vault then, huh?
Alright, I gotta go.
Catch you later. Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, that's the classroom. Oh, there's the clinic.
Oh my god, you're back! You got my message and actually came back.
You're darn right. Came as soon as I heard you were in trouble.
Oh, thank you! Everything's gone crazy since you left, and now that you're back, you can help set things straight.
Can I? Well, you did save my life, so it's the least I can do.
I just wish we could have saved more people. Jonas and the Hannons and so many others died that night. It was bad enough they died because my father was trying to keep the door closed. But then, I found out it was all to protect a lie. I found out the vault wasn't always closed. They've lied to us about it for our entire lives.
And how did you find that out?
After that night, I heard Wally's father say we should never have taken you or your dad into the vault. I found out the vault used to be open, but for some reason, they closed it off when we were babies and swore to hide that it had ever happened.
Why?
But keeping that lie
Wait,
meant
I already
Jonas's
know why.
death. And even though we know the truth, the Overseer still won't let us make our own decisions.
Vault-Tec, that's why. Alright. Alright. I've got to go talk to your daddy.
You're absolutely right. It's not like we want to abandon the vault or anything. Well, Butch does, but he's too big a coward to go out on his own. Most of us had accepted that the outside was certain death, and things would always stay the same down here. But now we know they don't have to be. After all, it was enough to get you and your dad to leave, so there must be something good out there.
I think I have the solution for the Vault's troubles.
I certainly hope so. We can't keep going on like this.
Alright. I'll go stop
You
your
will?
daddy.
Thank goodness for that. No matter what I say, he just doesn't listen. He just spends all day up in his office. But you've actually been outside, so you can tell him what it's like with first-hand experience.
True.
Just please don't do anything rash or hurt him, alright?
Violence actually is my style, but I'll pretend it isn't for a moment. That's a lie. I'm a nice guy.
I should have remembered. I was just worried. I don't know, maybe your time outside had changed you.
I have killed a lot
Thanks.
of people.
And good luck talking to him. Let me know when you change his mind.
You got it. What you said, old
You've
Lady
got to
Palmer?
change- Oh, it's good to see you're back from outside. It can be dangerous out there for someone your age.
That's true. Okay, what happened?
My poor grandson Jonas died is what happened. They say it was just an accident in all the confusion, but I know it was the Overseer.
Tell me about the rebels.
Oh dear, we aren't asking for anything special. The vault's been open before, but for some reason everyone tries to pretend it wasn't. I guess they try to forget the poor souls who never came back from out there.
Time for me to go, Miss Palmer. Ooh. Ooh.
How may I serve
Beatrice,
you, master?
you're not looking so good. Thanks for the vault suit.
Ah, another patient. What's it to be, eh? Appendectomy? Tonsillectomy? Hysterectomy?
Not with those tools. Okay, what happened, Andy?
Ah, yes, a rather unfortunate incident. In all the commotion, Miss Beatrice suffered a rather bad sprain in her left toe. The big one. Obviously, I had no choice but to amputate the leg. Yeah, I'm sorry to say the operation was not a success.
Oh,
But of course,
wow.
with your father's departure from the vault and Jonas's untimely demise, the Overseer had to take swift action. And so he named me the new Vault Medical Practitioner. A marvelous decision, if I do say so myself. I am fully equipped, after all.
This is rather horrific.
Actually, no. I'm afraid I've been, what's the human term? fired.
Good.
I've been reassigned to cleaning detail. My first duty is, somewhat ironically, cleaning the clinic. But surgery was fun while it lasted.
You killed people. Alright, what's your take on the situation?
Human problems for human hearth. I don't trouble myself with such petty affairs. My work is my life. And, as you can see, I've been quite busy.
I can, in fact, see that. Alright, I gotta go.
Will you?
Patient files. Amada. Once again, the Overseers insisted on being in the room for Amada's examination, throwing any inkling of doctor-patient confidentiality right out the window. I know he doesn't trust me. He never has. But I honestly believe the reason he attends his daughter's medical appointments is because he doesn't trust her. That's as ridiculous as it is sad. Amada's a great girl, and the chance of her doing something stupid, pregnancy, syphilis, or whatever, is so unlikely it's not even worth mentioning. Stanley! Stanley continues to suffer from severe chronic head pain. I've been feeding him aspirin like it's candy, but I'm, reticent to give him anything stronger. He blames the lighting in his quarters, and though eye strain is certainly compounding the problem, the headaches are actually a symptom of overwork and lack of sleep. Knowing Stanley, the schedule from the Overseers has him on, the problem isn't likely to get any better anytime soon, so it's aspirin, indefinitely. Freddy Gomez. Freddy's VDS is getting worse. What is VDS? Most days he can't even get out of bed. When he does manage to function, Freddy hides his insecurities and low self-esteem behind a bully's mask. Vault-Tech's medical protocols dictate the prescription of anti-anxiety medication when Vault's depressive syndrome is involved, but do I really want to string the kid out on, I'm not reading that word, for the rest of his life? Experiments. Experiment 27CE. The cells are still replicating normally, no mutation, thank God. If whatever is out there could penetrate this vault, I can't even begin to imagine what the Overseer would do. Experiment PP216. After borrowing a few more water chips and rerouting some of the power here in the clinic, I've finally been able to affect the latest sample. It's not much, but considering what I've had to work with, it's a definite step in the right direction. But this new experiment was also monumental for another reason. It's the first time Jonas has assisted me. He's suspected forever, I know. I guess it was inevitable, and his help has been invaluable. I just hope he knows what he's gotten himself into. Get away from me. Okay. More Can I even commune with this? Nope. Well, authorized personnel only, I guess. Butch, you keep doing a good job.
To see you again.
Shut the fuck. No, it's not. Sorry, what was I saying? Right. Time to go talk to the Overseer.
You never should have left, kid. Now we'll make sure...
Put up a fight!
Frickin' moron. Jail cell password. Neat. Oh. Okay, let's try this again. Boop. Nope. Oh. No, that's worse. Eh. No. Oh, come on. There we go. Hello?
It's been a while, kid. I guess the goat couldn't have predicted how you'd turn out, could it? Remind me to add a question about rescuing your teacher from the vault jail. If the vault ever goes back to normal, that is. By the way, while I was in there, I heard some worrying things from the guards.
Ooh, what did you hear from the guards?
I heard one of the guards talking about some sort of plan to raid Amada and the rest of us. I didn't hear anything else, but I think he read it on the security terminal. So maybe you can find more there. I'm sure it's bad news for us all.
Okay, tell me about the rebels.
Most of them are just kids who are caught up in the idea of seeing the world. But I know we've got to actually open the vault if we want to survive.
This is true.
Otherwise, we're just going to dwindle away down here until it's all too late.
Well, what happened? Too busy yawning, sorry. What happened down here?
It was pretty rough, I'll tell you. I know a lot of folks blame your dad, but I know he didn't mean to cause all that. Don't blame him or yourself.
Okay. I gotta go.
Watch yourself down.
Purified water, stim packs, that's good stuff. Oh. Some monies. Why would you still have pre-war monies down here? Is regular money still the currency of the vaults? I can come back and take that if I need it. Confidential. In light of recent agitations from the rebels element, I have come to the conclusion that we can no longer afford to be merciful for this scum. While some may hold out hope for a peaceful resolution, it's only a matter of time before they decide to take the fight to us, or worse yet, to our families. I propose a midnight raid into their compound. Live ammo, zero tolerance. Make an example of the first two who fight back and the rest will fall in line. We may lose a kid or two, but we'll save the vault as a whole, and that's what counts. You're not to inform the Overseer, and you are not to inform the Overseer and some of our softer security guards about this plan, as they will only object and ensure our defeat. Once the deal's done, they'll see that it was worth the price. We'll show these scum what happens when you step out of line in our vault. Well, that is unfortunate. Okay, what time is it now? 15:31, so I need to...
You don't belong here anymore.
No, I don't.
Why won't you just leave us alone?
I'm trying.
Enough damage.
Get. Am I going the wrong way? There's the Overseer.
Concerned about this area.
Why won't you just leave us alone? You've done enough damage.
Well, I see you've returned. Done with the dust and ruins of the wasteland, are you? Given up looking for Daddy? Thought you could just slink back in like a teen missing curfew?
Nope.
Well, that's too bad. You have no future in this vault. You're tainted.
You're a taint. With your leadership, no one in this vault... Okay, Man, these are all such good dialogue options. You're the crazy bastard who murdered Jonas. Let's go with that one.
I assume you're talking about the unpleasantness when you left? Yes? Jonas and your father were endangering the future success of this vault and the safety of its residents. I did what I had to do to keep them from destroying all we had achieved here. I only wish I could have prevented it from happening at all.
Your mom. What do you mean by the vault's future success?
Aha, you're paying attention. Good for you. These vaults were designed to be safe havens for humanity, you see. But more than that, they were designed to test and protect us. And none more so than our Vault 101. We are to be a pure and protected breed of humans, never tainted by the ravages of the war above.
No, the vault doesn't have to be isolated to keep its
And what
residents
makes you
safe.
so certain about that? I can't imagine you're still so naive after spending time in that hell outside. None of them know what the outside is like, and most of them would die out there.
This is true.
Then the rest of us inside would eventually die out too. I won't risk all of our lives just for a few people's passing fancy of taking a wasteland vacation. I hope you can understand that.
The worst part is, you've got a point, but the rebels are mostly upset because you lied to them. I believe I have a solution.
To fix what you started? Go ahead and humor me.
The rebels are right and you need to open the vault.
Oh, do you? What makes you think you know how better to protect this vault?
You simply don't have enough people to stay isolated down here forever. That's a solid point.
I admit, in the 200 years since the war, our numbers have dwindled a little, but we have enough genetic diversity for a few more generations. My God, you're right. We won't last another 100 years, whether or not we get supplies from the outside. We're the last bastion of pure humanity, and we're doomed.
Humanity isn't about pure genetics. It's about never giving up hope, even now.
I wish I could share your optimism, but I suppose you have a point in your blathering way. My way won't save our vault's mission, but if I let them contact the outside world, I might be able to save its inhabitants. But I'm not the one to lead them in that. I'm stepping down as overseer. I'll tell Amata that I can think of no more appropriate leader than she.
You don't belong here.
Amata, everyone, listen closely. After a discussion with your friend, I've made an important decision. In my attempts to keep us all safe,
You haven't even reached her
I
yet.
have been, perhaps, overzealous. Lives have been lost, but perhaps worse than that, lives have been stopped.
Did you get
And
stuck?
in my attempts to keep you safe, I have kept you from growing up. I know I have made these mistakes, and I would make them again if I had to do so. That is why I cannot remain your overseer.
Father!
Amata, I appoint you overseer in my place. You've proven you have what it takes to make hard choices for the good of the vaults. I'm just sorry I didn't understand that earlier. Consider it one of many mistakes I've made.
Thank you, Father. I'll do my best to keep us all safe, inside the vault and beyond.
You're welcome, my dear. And now, if you'll excuse me, I feel quite worn down. We'll deal with the details soon, in private. Until then, I'm sure there are people waiting to congratulate you.
Hello?
Good. You made it.
Good to see you.
Hold on.
You did it! Hey, good to see you again.
Can't believe they almost shot you.
I tell you, those guards are getting nastier every day. One of these days, it's gonna turn real ugly. But I'll be ready for it.
Alright, I gotta go.
Yeah, see you.
Walls have ears.
You did it! I just heard. My father says he's stepping down as overseer. He won't tell me why, but I have to assume it's something you said to him.
Sure is. I just had a little chat with him and explained, you know, things. All civil-like.
You and him? Civil? I expected you to change out in the wasteland, but not that much. But I guess we'll all be learning a bit about the outside now, won't we? As the new overseer, I'm planning on opening the vault. This time, for good. It's a bright new day for the vault, but I'm afraid there's one thing that has to change.
Whatever it is, I'm glad to help.
I know you are. And on behalf of the vault, I thank you for all you've done. But there are still many who blame you for everything that happened. So I have to ask you to leave. I'm sorry, but the situation is just too delicate for you to stay. Please, if you really want to help the vault, you have to go.
Alright. That's kind of sad.
We can never really thank you enough for everything you've done. It's not much, but take this with you to remember us by. It'll be a while before we're actually ready to go outside. But once the vault is stable again, maybe we'll see you out there. So, I guess this is goodbye for now. But with luck, we'll meet again.
Sorry to see you go.
Go on, get out.
I never thought you'd be back.
I never thought you'd be back. It's a shame you gotta go, but you'll do okay out there, I'm sure.
Probably. On account of me being like the savior of the world and stuff like that. I hope those guards don't still show up and mess you all up. That would actually be hilarious. If I found a peaceful resolution to everything just for everyone to still die.
Why won't you just leave us alone? You've done enough damage.
Shut up, I'm already leaving. Jeez. Everyone's so grumpy. Well, I got some Volt suits out of it. Okay, let's max out science, max out energy weapons, and put our last 3 points into repair. Daddy's boy, little leaguer, swift learner. I could use demolition expert, always good. Commandos, fun. Okay, Lawbringer, Contract Killer, Chemist, Adamantium Skeleton. 50% damage, they normally would, that's cool. I don't use chems a lot, that's a lie. Fast Metabolism. Night Person, Nerd Rage, Here and Now, Finesse, Animal Friend. At the first rank, animals simply won't attack you. At the second rank, they'll actually come to your aid in combat, but never against another animal. This perk affects dogs, Yaogai, mole rats, and Brahmin. 50 pounds more. Size matters. Ah, God, these are all good. Gunslinger, Demolition Expert, Bloody Mess. That extra 5% damage might be cool. Comprehension. Man. Gain a 10% overall damage resistance up to a maximum of 85%. That's pretty good. Man, all of these are good, but that extra carry capacity would be pretty nice. Nah, I'm gonna go with toughness. Yeah, damage resistance. Alright, folks. I guess that does it for today's episode. I started at the entrance of the vault, and I ended at the entrance of the vault, and that makes it a pretty good day. So, on our next episode, I'm gonna get a little less sidetracked, and continue on with what I was doing, which was Death from Above. So, I hope to catch y'all on a sunnier day. Adios.